Hello everyone, today's video is going to cover how to create questions in a Google form and send it out to get some feedback. So the first thing you want to do is open your favorite internet browser. I like using Google Chrome, so I'll start there. Come up to the search bar, type in Google Forms, and look for the first result from google.com. Click that, and then click Go to Google Forms. Once you've done that, you're going to need a Gmail account or Google account in order to use Google Forms. It's going to ask you to sign in, enter your password. And now you can go to creating a new form. Look for this big plus, start a new form, click that. And you know you're in the right place when you see this screen right here. Untitled form, everything is left blank. And this is where we're going to start. So the first thing you want to do is title your form. This is what your participants are going to see. General information. And then if you'd like, you can go ahead and give it a description as well. This is going to give your audience a better idea of what this form is asking for. I would like to know a little more about it. The first thing we're going to do is go over how to create a question. You'll see one's already made for you here. Go ahead and click where it says Untitled Question. This is going to be the question that you wish to ask. So the first one we're going to ask is, why did the chicken cross the road? And for the purpose of this video, we're just going to restrict the questions we're creating to multiple choice. If you come over to this drop-down menu, you'll see that there's multiple different types that you can make, but we're just going to limit it to multiple choice for now. And since we're doing multiple choice, you want to give them at least 2 choices to choose from. Now, if you want to change what choices they can choose from, go ahead and click option 1. And let's say to get to the other side. If you want to make more choices, you can click enter. Or not. And you can also click the Add Option button. Not applicable. And finally, you can also give them an Add Other option. When you click this, it just says Other, but when you see it as someone who's giving feedback on one of these forms, it allows you to type in whatever answer that you like right here. And this provides you better feedback if these aren't descriptive enough, or you want to get some candid feedback to an open-ended question. So the next thing that you can do, if you want to duplicate this question, you can come down here, hover over these 2 rectangles that says duplicate, click that. And now it's created an exact copy of this question with the exact same responses. And the difference with this one is that we want to make this one required. So when you go to send out this survey, this first question here won't be required, and they can skip right past it, and they can click submit without having to answer the question. But the second question, the exact same one, is required, and we'll see later that when you try and click submit, it won't let you until you answer this question. So the important questions, you want to click required. And so finally, we're going to cover how to add a question that isn't a duplicate. You want to come over to this sidebar and look for Add Question. And now we can make whatever question we want. Why do you like turkey? And you'll see Google tries to interpret what type of question this is going to be. And if you want to change that, just click the drop-down menu, and we'll go back to multiple choice. I think people like turkey because it's delicious or maybe they don't like turkey. Or we want to see why it is that they do or don't like turkey. And we'll just click Add Other and leave it open. So once you have the form in the sequence that you want, you come up to the top here and you can click Send. And what that does is you can send it to different people. It'll take you to this different page where you can actually send this form to people at their email address. So I'm going to send it to myself here. You see the subject line for the email is going to be automatically generated to the name of the form that you just created, general information. And in the message, it leaves you a general, I've invited you to fill out a form. And you can edit this if you like. Please do so at your earliest convenience. And the last little option here is include form in email. When you send them an email with this form, it'll leave them a link so that they can come into Google Forms and answer it there. But if they're not very technical savvy, you can just click include form email and they can do it right there in the email itself. So now we'll come over here to send. And now you can see if I open up my email, that I have an email from myself with the subject line of general information, the form that someone wants me to fill out. And in here, there's the general link to fill it out in Google Forms, or because we click the checkbox over here that says include form in email, when someone else fills it out, they can just fill it out right here in the email. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. And notice this one's required. You see the star here. We'll try and leave it blank. It won't let us. Why do you like turkey? I'm going to say that it's delicious and it reminds me of the holidays. And then I'll click submit. Okay. But it won't let me because I didn't fill out the required question. So now what I have to do is fill in this question. Why did the chicken cross the road? Not applicable. Come down here and click submit. And now we've submitted our response. And if you come back to the original form, this top tab, exit out of sending the form, you'll see that there's a questions page and a responses page. Before this was blank, but now it has a 1 next to it. That means that someone has responded to the page. And if you click over here, you can see a demographic of how many people are answering what responses to what questions. Alright, thank you everyone for your time, and I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative and helped you to create good Google Forms.